All right. We're live. Dual broadcasting. It's your boy, Coach White, Mark White, aka Mr. Modifier, aka Coach Smokes. Listen. Good days, bad days, and everything in between, y'all. Everything in between. I'm gonna keep it real and 100 like I always do. I had a shitty workout. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's only 4 days a week. I'm gonna just stop, quit, start tomorrow, redo it tomorrow because it was just shit. I'm not in here. I'm not here. I'm not in the right mind frame. And I just pushed the reset button. So yeah, dual broadcasting on YouTube, boop, and Facebook Live. Boop. We're gonna talk about the Borax solution, which is right here. Boom. Right. I'm gonna take my little spoon here. Wipe that off, and we're gonna take the little Borax solution. We're gonna fill this little spoon. I gotta put this at an angle. Bear with me, y'all. I take 2 of these a day. This is gonna last me forever. I'm starting to think maybe I should up it, but I'm still a little skeptical. So we're gonna continue doing just these little scoops. As the lady said on YouTube when I watched her, yummy. Really doesn't taste like anything. But yeah, there you go. There's one for the day. I'll take another one later tonight. And then I already spritzed it, but this is my homemade magnesium oil. Hey, Steven, how you doing? Everybody, Steven's on Facebook Live watching me. What's up, brother? Listen, so yeah, I mean, this I sprayed it. I'm starting to get sticky, a little stickiness. It's definitely helping with my sleep. But yeah, this Borax, it's now day 3 of 60. If you guys don't know, your boy Coach White, Mark White, aka Mr. Modifier. I be doing guinea pig tests on myself. When somebody asks me, well, usually when a couple of people ask me, hey, Coach, have you ever heard about this Borax mineral? I'm like, have you heard about ingesting it? I'm like, wait, let me do some research. And find some information that leads me to some more information. And listen, when I do research, I don't just go by one source. I got to get at least like 10, 15 to make me actually think about doing something. So I'm like, all right, did some research, found out about this. Hold on, I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Y'all know I speak broken English. English was never my forte. But the main ingredient is sodium tetraborate. It's a mineral, and it's found in 20 mule, right? 20 mule team Borax. Yes, it's in this right here. It is in this, and I'm ingesting it. I haven't really felt or noticed the difference, but it's only day 3. Technically, it's day 4 because I tried it that night, but we're going to give it 60 days, and then I'll give you my full-blown opinion and details. And what I've noticed, it's nothing like this right here. And guess what I ordered? I did order more of this. And remember, Green Pastures does not pay me to promote this shit. But the dreams I had while I was taking this shit, and you're wondering what this shit is, it is fermented skate fish liver oil. But I ordered another bottle. I didn't do rush delivery or standard delivery. I did the long delivery because I'm not going to do it until after I'm done with the 60-day guinea pig trial. As for magnesium, I did a lot of research on magnesium, and y'all, man, do your own research. Don't take my word for it. But if you're not doing something to get magnesium in your system, I don't know what you're doing. So, but let's get back to this workout. I come home from work. If you guys don't know, I work overnight at 2 places. At the grocery store down the street, Monday through Thursday, from 11 to 7:30. And then I work at Target, as the kids call it, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So there's no days off, right? This is temporary. I said that to my overnight manager last night. He was like, you know how many of us said that? I'm like, no, this shit is temporary, dude. I'm not going to be here 20 plus years. This is temporary. And he's like, yeah, that's what they said. They all say. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I sidetracked. So I come home from work, and I'm like, yeah. If you don't get yourself in the right state of mind to do anything, you're not going to have a productive anything you're attempting to do. And I've never liked working out. I'm the first to admit it. I hate that shit. I love right when I'm done. That feeling of like, yeah, I'm a great guy, gold medal Olympian. But I came home and I was like, fuck, the last hour of work, I was like, I don't want to go home and work out. I don't. And I just talked myself into having a shitty workout. And I sat there and I'm working out and it's just crap. And I'm trying to lift some weights and I'm like, I'm sore, I'm tired. Like, why am I doing this? This is punishment. And I'm just like, fuck it. Program's only 4 days a week. I'll do it again tomorrow. Or maybe I'll take tomorrow off and I'll get back at it Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Because I did Monday. Monday wasn't a good workout. But the way I'm looking at this is my test. It's 8 weeks, right? This is my test, or what do they call it? The rough draft. And then after I do these 8 weeks, I'm going to really commit to 8 weeks. And thank God for good friends. Good friends. We all need at least one good friend. I have one extremely good friend from college. Big shout out. I'm going to call him Sean, okay? Because he's not on social media. But Sean, that's what I'm going to call him. He wants to do Live Forward with me. And he wants to do it through Google Hangout. But I was saying like, we should do Zoom because Zoom has, less lag and yada yada. So video conference calls, and he wants to do them with me. That's what I need. I need the accountability. So with him doing it with me, I told him I have to do it right after I get out of work in the morning. He's like, dude, I work overnights too. 7:30. He's like, at 8 o'clock, 8:30 would be great if we did it in the morning. And then we both crash, go to bed. So thank God. But he's going to wait. He's going to wait. He's going to wait 8 weeks. Actually, he's going to wait a little longer than 8 weeks. So we'll see what that goes on. I got this magnesium on my hands, and they're starting to dry up. And when it dries up, you get a little sticky. But I'm telling you, y'all, since I've been using this, like my sleep, I lay down. I know it's also because I'm tired from work, but this stuff is working. It is really working. I go see a doctor Monday next week. I have an appointment. Oh, speaking of doctors and appointments, our insurance in America, if anybody's watching this outside of America, you don't know about the American insurance system, it's fucked, okay? I curse a lot. It's fucked. I paid like 3 months in advance on our insurance, and they canceled that shit on me. So I had no insurance. So I'm like, yo, give me my fucking money back. Now I got insurance again. My previous doctor was like, yo, we don't take this insurance. I'm like, okay, cool. Your loss, not mine. I don't give a fuck. I got 8 other doctors anyway. So I have a new doctor I have to go see. I'm going to go feel them out. I'm all about asking doctors questions. I ask a lot of questions. Some people think, well, no, I'm not going to say. Some people think I just ask too many questions. But I'm nosy, and the easiest way to be nosy is by asking questions. And the easiest way to learn something is by asking questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question, just sometimes stupid people. But there's no such thing as a stupid question. Regardless of how dumb you think the question may be, ask it. Ask it, and then, that whole pride and ego shit, just scratch that shit. Throw that shit out the fucking door. You don't need it. It's not going to do anything for you. So ask your questions. I ask a billion questions. So usually when I go to the doctor, I don't lead off with this question, but I work my way up to it, and it always ends up with how many hours of nutrition did you study while getting your degree in, the medical field. You don't know if you don't ask. Exactly. See, if you don't know if you don't ask. You don't. And how are you ever going to learn? One thing I'm teaching my kids is to question everything. Because, when you're young, you just accept shit as truth. And, like, I'm having this conversation where I really don't want to teach my kids about Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny or any of that shit. Because you start off by lying to your kids early. And then when they find out, they're heartbroken, right? But kids, they don't question things. So, like, history I was taught in school, that shit was all a lie. All of it. 100% lies. And I'm starting to think this is way off topic, but there's still water. But this is way off topic. JFK, I'm watching these my breaks at work. Get 15 minutes. I sit down, I open up YouTube, I watch like a 3 or 4 minute video. Lately, it's been conspiracies on JFK. I got questions to ask, but I guess that's for another day, another time. But anyway, I got questions about this whole JFK and how he got killed, what he spoke up against, and the secret society. And, is it really a conspiracy if this shit is truth and becomes truth and the facts come out? Like, the people that were called conspiracy theorists and nut jobs are like, they're not because it's truth and fact. Like, what do you call them then? But anyway, So yeah, I'm tired. I had a half-ass shitty workout. I just took my Borax one more time so you guys can see it. Borax. 60 days. This is officially day 3. Okay, day 3. What else what I'm talking about? Everything in between. I forgot what I wrote in my YouTube thing. Yeah, good days and bad days, right? Ups and downs. Oh yeah, ups and downs. Yeah, so yeah. Oh, downs. That's what I want to talk about. 3:30 this morning. My lunch is from anywhere from 3, and then you get 30 minutes. So I clocked out at 3:05, and I had to be back 3:35. And literally, it's a 3-minute ride with no traffic to my job. And I'm driving, and I get lights behind me, and I'm like, oh, great, I'm getting pulled over. 3:30 in the morning, I get pulled over. Failure to signal. So, dude, where did I fail the fucking signal? Like, I came out my driveway, the road bears to the right, and then you go down, and then there's a light, and I make a right. And he pulled me over before that. He says, you know why I pulled you over, sir? I said, honestly, officer, I have no idea. Failure to signal. I'm going to give you a warning. And then I looked, I'm like, oh, it's July 31st. Technically, it's 3:30 in the morning. And you guys got to get your quota. So you're looking for anything to get me for. But I'm good. I'm legit. Everything's fine. So, yeah, that was my down. So I was 2 minutes late for punching back into work. Had to explain to the I get back and the door's locked. I'm like, fuck. When the door's locked, you got to like bang or call, and somebody's got to come get you. And that's why I was late. And I was explaining how I got pulled over. I'm like, yo, failure to see, I don't even know what, like, where I failed the signal, or if you're just fucking with me. Or is this another case of me driving while black? Maybe. But anyway, he didn't give me a ticket. Knock on noggin. That's the last thing I needed. I just dropped like, I don't know, a couple $100 in tires, and I got to get brakes and everything else in the car. So that check's gone. I still got to get the Eiffel Tower 90 minerals, essential minerals and vitamins, healthy fats. That will be down the road too, because I'm strictly doing this whole Borax for 60 days. And the way it's going, this one liter might just last all 60 fucking days. I'm thinking 2 of these little spoons a day, and I'm pounding a gallon of distilled water every day. You guys know I drink a lot of water. I drink tons of water. If you're not drinking tons of water, you need to. Make sure you're drinking water that doesn't have fluoride in it. I also was doing a little research on some toothpaste, and then I found this toothpaste that's homemade. I'm interested in trying it, but I'm a little scared in the same sense. But I'm all about not having fluoride in my toothpaste. And you can't, pretty much every toothpaste you buy at like your local pharmacy, CVS, is full of fluoride. The tap water is full of fluoride. You know what else is scary about the tap water? So many people flush drugs down the toilet that there's actually traces of drugs in the water here in New York. Scary shit. Yeah, it's crazy when I read that. I'm like, let me do some more research on that too. And it's true. Over the years, so much shit's going into the water that now I buy distilled water from my local ShopRite distilled water. And it says purified by steam distillation. Yeah, one day I'll get that word right. That's like when I say idea. Everybody likes when I say idea. There's no R in idea unless you're me. I got a great idea. Anyway, you see I'm a little delirious. 13 minutes. Anything left for me to talk about? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I'm catching up on Power. I do watch TV sometimes. See, I do watch TV sometimes. I just haven't been watching TV like I used to. I'm about to just cancel the whole triple play Optimum shit, because that's just another bill that no one really uses. The internet, but my cell phone's Verizon, my house is Optimum. So I really need both. And then I'm thinking about getting a new Mac. My problem is I don't like these little tiny computers where like my fingers are fat. I got big fingers, right? And if I'm typing on these little tiny flat little computers that are like this thin, my big ass finger hits like 3 buttons at one time. So I'm back to typing like this. So these are just Coach White problems. Anyway, and huge shout out to Christopher. What if his name was Christopher? He likes my opening intro. It's your boy, Coach White, Mark White, aka Mr. Modifier. Oh, and I had a post. Listen, I had to get this off my chest yesterday. Integrity is doing what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. If you're not going to do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it, don't even fucking open your mouth and say that you're going to do something. All right? Have integrity. Do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. Right? Or just shut your fucking mouth. And don't be mad when I just don't respond to you and I'll turn away and I'll walk away and I just don't associate with you because you're just wasting my time. And toxic people will kill you. You gotta cut them off. So cut them off quick and fast. So remember, integrity. Doing what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. It's not hard. So if I say I'm gonna come live and talk about borax and my homemade magnesium flake oil, right? That's sweating here. And I say I'm gonna come back tomorrow morning after work, I'm gonna do that. Now I'm also a man of my word. I hate breaking my word, and I really miss the Coach White Fit family because every night before I started working these temporary jobs, every night at 8 p.m. I go live in the group and we talk. Sometimes for hours, sometimes for minutes, sometimes for it's never longer. Let's just say it was never longer than 2 hours, never shorter than like 5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. But yeah, I miss my Fit fam, our Fit fam, the whole community. So I'm gonna jump back in there and just. My problem is I come home from work, I sleep, I wake up, I'm just like, I don't know, I can't put it in words. And I go back to sleep, and the next thing I know, I wake up and I gotta go to work. So it's like I'm back in this fucking vicious cycle. Another vicious cycle. Wake up, go to work, come home, go to sleep, wake up, go to work, come home, go to sleep. You know that vicious cycle. Most of us are in it or have been in it. It's like this. But you got bills to pay. I was like talking to the manager over at Target. I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck. You can fire me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not one that you can just disrespect. Respect from me is given until you break it. But if you demand something of me without asking politely, and then you walk away from me, you turn your back, you just threw that shit out the window. And I'm like, listen, do things in this world I don't stand for. I don't stand for wicked. The people that sit here, I know everybody knows one person like this. All right, there'll be two people fighting in the street. Instead of that person breaking it up, they pull out their phone and they start recording it. I got a problem with those people. And usually, like, the fight will go on, and I'll go start something with the person that's recording this shit and then try to break up the fight. Right? So, yeah, I can't stand wickedness, wicked people. And, there's a lot of them. A lot of people in this world out to get, and a lot of people out for self. If you put others first, bring some value to the marketplace, bring something that can't be replaced, and that is you. Okay, understand? You cannot be replaced. What I give to this world, nobody else can give to this world. What you give to this world, nobody else can give to this world because you're unique. You're one of a kind. You're special. You're loved. You're gifted. You're talented. You're born, you're alive. If you're watching this, that means you were the fastest, strongest, smartest little semen that swung to the egg that fertilized, created you. You have better odds of getting struck by lightning than being born. Serious. So that's how special you are. You are one of a kind. Listen, when you were born, whatever you believe in created you and then destroyed the mold because you're perfect. Don't let anybody else tell you different. You are perfect. Now, if you let other people get in your head and you start questioning your perfection, you start questioning, am I good enough? Can I do this? You need to cut those people the fuck out and be like, I can, let me prove you wrong. And then people that talk shit, let that fuel your fire, right? Use that to fuel your fire, push on through, get through, prove them wrong, do what you got to do, like I'm doing right now, right? So back to my distilled water. I'm gonna get back on the couch. I'm gonna heat my back. I gotta find a new freaking back doctor. This whole insurance, like, how do you pay insurance 3 months in advance for you and your spouse, and then they cancel that shit with no explanation? There we go. Gotta love the English language. One day we'll talk about the words and spelling, casting spells with your words. So beware of negative self-talk. Constantly beware of the words that come out of your mouth. Just like I tell all my challengers, all of my community, all my friends, everybody around me, nobody can force you to put anything in your mouth, chew it up, and swallow. I mean, unless they got a gun to your head or some crazy situation. But you have that choice to put whatever you want in your mouth, whatever you're going to chew up, and then whatever you're going to swallow. Now, this is very important. Listen to this. This is very, very important. Chew your fucking food. Your stomach doesn't have teeth, okay? Chew your fucking food. And I'll be the first to admit it. I used to wolf down my food. I know where this stems from. Being Mark White, with the last name starting with the letter W, and growing up in school where we had to get served alphabetically, and then I had a certain amount of time to eat, and me being like the last or second to last person, there was a girl, I think her last name was Whistle. She was always behind me. Yeah, one girl behind me. And it was like me and then her. And had to scarf down your food because you wanted to go outside and play recess. And don't get me started about school and the whole similarities with school and prisons. And yo, one more thing. Go look up prisons in America. Go pull up the map of all the little prisons throughout America, and then pull up the map of schools in America, and that shit will blow your fucking mind. Yeah, I think that's it. I talk about the flat earth theory too, because that shit pops up on YouTube all the time. And I'm like, you know, I can understand why some people say some things and others say some things. But what gets me is like, all right, Tyson, Neil deGrasse, first says Earth is a sphere, and then he says it's like a shape of a pear. Bill Nye, the science guy, who, I mean, I fell in love with this guy when I was a kid. Bill Nye, he was the man. He's talking about, you know, the Earth is a sphere, and then like a couple videos later, he's talking about it's not a sphere, and then they talk about, you know, satellites can't orbit a a flat Earth. But I don't know. I never been to space to look back and see what it looks like myself. But I do have some questions, like from NASA. I don't know if I really trust NASA because, you know, I don't really trust the government. I trust the government about as far as I could throw my wallet or anything that's in my hand. You know, I tell them to kick rocks, so I don't know if I can trust them or not. I'm leaning towards not. Who's the comedian? George Carlin passed away. Talked about the club. If you guys know about this, they have a club. It's the same club that they beat you and me with, right? So yeah, and he's no longer with us. And he spoke some truth. Like, why? Why are we lied to so much? Why? Back to my integrity, right? You're gonna do something. Do what you say you're gonna do when you say you're gonna do it, right? I'm gonna leave you with this. When I first became a coach, there was a couple of guys I worked with: Michael Vargas, Ivan Medellin, and Nathan Dukes. And Andre Smith, he was there sometimes. The first three: Michael Vargas, Ivan Medellin, and Nathan Dukes. And we used to do these hangouts on Google. We used to promote them because we really didn't know what the fuck we were doing because we didn't have upline support teaching us the business. So we did everything trial and error, had to learn the hard way. But we always ended our calls with this. There's 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, 365 days in a year. Sometimes you're lucky, you have leap year, you have 366 days. The difference between Oprah Winfrey or any successful person and Joe Schmo, the not successful person, is who you associate with and how you manage what you do in the now moment, which is time, right? So the only thing difference is who you associate with and how you present yourself and do what you do in your time. Because, you know, sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. And listen, if you think you need a degree, look at Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and all these other guys, entrepreneurs who dropped out of college. Look at, here's one, Bob Proctor. Who, if you don't know who Bob Proctor is, I feel sorry for you. Go on YouTube and just type in Bob Proctor and then just watch this man, because Bob Proctor's, he's the shit, man. And that's a good way. Now, not like the shit negative, he's the shit in a good way. So big shout out to Bob Proctor. And Les Brown. Les is my man too. Do some personal development. Take some time to better yourself. There's no better education than self-education. And question. Make sure you question why things are the way they are. Like, okay, here's a great question. Pigs, cows, and chickens. All right? Pigs, cows, and chickens. America, that's our food, right? Pigs, cows, and chickens. Have you ever seen a wild cow? I'm talking about a wild cow. I'm not talking about a cow that got out of its, group lord and just want woman. I'm talking about a wild cow. Have you ever seen a wild chicken? I've seen wild turkeys all the time. I ain't never seen a wild chicken. And I'll be damned if I ever seen a wild pink pig. I've seen boars with tusks, but I ain't never seen some wild pigs. Why? Why is that? Mm-hmm. And why do we look at pigs as food and dogs as pets? So I watched this video yesterday, and the guy has a picture of a strawberry, and he has a picture of a couple little piglets. And the piglets are cute. And he says, okay, you have a strawberry. What do you think about when you see a strawberry? I think, ooh, sweet, right? Strawberry. What do you think when you cut into the strawberry and you smell the strawberry? You're like, strawberry, smells good. I'm about to eat it. Now think about the pig. What do you think when you see a little baby pig? You're like, oh, cute little baby pig. Or you're like one of those guys who's like, man, bacon, right? One of these two. And to see a pig, you're like, bacon. I'm conditioned. I'm conditioned. But then you take that pig and you smell the pig and you're like, shitty pig. And then you cut the pig and you're like, ugh, death, dying, bloody pig, right? Why? Why is this culture saying that, pigs, cows, and chicken are a source of food, but cats and dogs are not? And other cultures, they eat cats and dogs. You know what I mean? So, I'll never judge anybody for what they eat, especially if they got kids and they're trying to support their family and feed their family. But then I will also question why things are the way they are all the time. So if you want to get into a debate, I'll sit here and let you vent. You can vent, say your opinion, your side, you can throw your 2 cents in. Shit, I'll let you throw a whole quarter, 50 cents if you want. And then more than likely, I'm not even going to debate back with you. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and then you're going to get mad. And then I'm going to say, yo, calm down, simmer down. And then you're going to ask me a few questions, and I'm going to end the conversation by, that's a great question. Let me think about it and get back to you. And then that really just drives people mad. So if you're ever in an altercation with somebody, just tell them, cool, that's great. Let me think about that, and I'll get back to you. And just walk away. Drives them crazy. Drives people crazy. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you're not reacting, you're responding. So if you're responding, you actually take a second to think, right? So how many of us react and in the heat of the moment we say or do something that we fucking regret, right? But then if you think about it, you stop like, think about this for a minute. I'll get back to you. You don't do anything in the heat of the moment. So right now I'm procrastinating. I was really thinking maybe I'll get back to working out, but I'm done. I have one of those days. We all have one of those days. I'll be the first to admit, those days suck. They happen. But you can respond or you can react. My reaction was, I'm quitting, I'm done. And then I thought about it, I stopped, and I'm like, yeah, today's an L. We all take L's. I lost the battle, but the war is far from over, right? Tomorrow I'll get back at it. Or maybe not. Maybe tomorrow I'll just take off. It's a 4-day program. 7 days in a week. Maybe I'll just take tomorrow off and really recuperate. Got tinnitus in my heel. That's just been acting up. Sucks. But it's better than having the gout. It could always be worse, right? Look at the glass half full. When you think shit is bad, think of what Gandhi said, He was upset he had no shoes, and then he met a man that had no feet. Damn. Think about that. Like, shit, man. All these fucking bills. Life sucks right now. But you could be dead, right? Cherish your life. Life is a gift, right? So anyway, like I said before, there's 24 hours in a day, 7 days in the week, 365 days in the year. The difference between insert whoever's name that's successful and insert whoever's the failure. It's how they manage the time and who they associate with, right? And then I'll leave it with this, right? Past is history, the future's a mystery, and today is a gift. Open that bitch, because that's why it's called the present. Each day you're born all over again. You wake up, you're born again. Anyway, 30 minutes. I think that's long enough for YouTube, Facebook Live. I appreciate every one of you. And YouTube Live, don't get me wrong. I appreciate everyone of you. And you notice I do these live, so you get everything off top. Oh, Kisco is calling me. Chief Kisco. With that, I'm out. Y'all have a blessed Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday morning. do what you gotta do, get it done. And if you need someone to holler at your boy. I'm always here to help as best as I can. And make sure you ask some questions. All right? Peace.